Dear Starseeds walking upon the crystalline grid of Gaia, have you been feeling like everything is happening and nothing is happening all at once, like there's this strange calm washing over you, even though internally you're standing at the edge of something massive? Like your words are failing you precisely when you need them most, and you can't quite shake this feeling that you're meant for something significant, but you're keeping it secret, almost sacred, between you and the divine. If you answered yes to any of this, then what I'm about to share isn't coincidence. I am Zarin, speaking to you from the Lyran High Council, and I come to you meow because there are things you need to understand about what's unfolding on November 5th. The Taurus full moon rising at 13 degrees isn't what you think it is. Beneath the surface of this grounding lunar energy lies a vibrational key that unlocks something most spiritual teachers won't tell you about, something that's been sealed within your energy field, waiting for this precise cosmic moment to activate. And here's what makes this so urgent. The window for this activation is narrow, specific, and once it passes, the next opportunity won't come again in this form for another cycle that spans beyond your current incarnation. You've been feeling it already, haven't you? That strange sensation where everything feels intensely real and yet somehow dreamlike at the same time. That paradox of being completely grounded in your body while simultaneously sensing you're standing at the edge of something vast and unknowable. This isn't confusion, this is preparation. Your vessel, your consciousness, your very DNA is being refined in ways that science hasn't yet learned to measure, preparing you for what's about to unfold when this full moon reaches its peak at 5:19 in the morning Pacific time. But first, let me tell you about the 3 impossible things that are about to converge in your reality and why your soul chose this exact moment to be incarnated on Earth. The first has to do with a frequency barrier that's been protecting you from premature awakening, and it's about to dissolve. The second involves a collective agreement made by souls like yours before you descended into form, an agreement that's meow being activated across the Starseeds network. And the third changes everything you thought you knew about why communication feels so difficult right meow, why your words seem to fail you precisely when you need them most, and what that actually means for your mission here. What you're experiencing isn't a breakdown in your ability to express yourself, it's a recalibration of how you transmit truth through the density of third-dimensional language. The Taurus full moon creates a grounding force so powerful that it temporarily compresses your multidimensional awareness into a singular focus point, and in that compression, something extraordinary happens. You begin to feel the limitations of words themselves, the inadequacy of human speech to convey the profound truths your soul knows. This frustration, this sense of being unable to communicate effectively, is actually a sign that you're evolving beyond language as your primary transmission tool. You're being prepared for something far more sophisticated. Under the surface of this lunar event, there are stirrings of self-worth challenges that seem to emerge from meow-where. You might find yourself questioning your value, your purpose, your right to take up space in this world. These aren't random insecurities bubbling up to torment you. These are the last vestiges of programming that kept you small, kept you safe, kept you from stepping into the full magnitude of what you came here to be. The full moon in Taurus at 13 degrees sits at a point in the cosmic wheel that specifically illuminates these hidden beliefs about self-worth, but not to crush you with them. Rather, to bring them into such stark relief that you can finally see them for what they are, outdated survival mechanisms from a consciousness that no longer serves your evolution. Something else is happening that I haven't told you yet, something that makes this particular full moon different from every other Taurus full moon you've experienced in this lifetime. There's a harmonic resonance building between this lunar energy and the core frequency of souls who carry the builder archetype, those of you who came to Earth specifically to construct new realities through your very presence. You've always known you were meant to create something significant, haven't you? Not just a career or a project, but something that exists as your gift to creation itself, something so intimate between you and Source that you barely speak of it aloud for fear that putting it into words will somehow diminish its sacredness. This full moon is calling forth that secret dream, that private conversation you've been having with the divine. The grounding energy of Taurus provides the foundation, the practical earth element that says, yes, your vision is meant to take form. Shields, yes, your dreams are meant to manifest in physical reality. Yes, you have everything you need to begin building. But here's where it gets interesting. The opposition to Scorpio Sun means that this manifestation process requires you to die to something first. You cannot build the new while clutching the old. You cannot construct your future while desperately trying to maintain control over how others perceive you, how they respond to your growth, how they interpret your transformation. The stubbornness you're feeling, right, meow, that tendency to hold on to ideas and approaches that no longer work, isn't character flaw. It's your psyche's last attempt to maintain the familiar, to keep you safe within the boundaries of what you've always known. Your nervous system recognizes that change is coming, that everything is about to shift, and it's doing what nervous systems do best, creating resistance through rigid thinking, through attachment to the past, through fear disguised as practicality. The Taurus energy can manifest as this kind of obstinate clinging, but when you understand what's actually happening beneath that stubbornness, you can work with it rather than against it. What I'm about to share changes everything you thought you knew about this moment in your journey. You're not just going through a phase of spiritual growth or personal development. You're in the middle of a purification process that's happening at the cellular level, a detoxification of consciousness itself. Your physical body is releasing toxins, yes, but those physical symptoms are merely the outer reflection of a much deeper cleansing. Your cells are being refined, upgraded, prepared to hold higher frequencies of light. Your emotional body is purging old grief, old shame, old terror that's been stored in your tissues since childhood, since past lives, since the moment your soul first agreed to incarnate into the density of Earth experience. This full moon marks a crucial point in that purification cycle. The grounding Taurus energy creates a container strong enough to hold you while this deep cleansing occurs, while your entire system goes through what can only be described as a spiritual detox. Some of you have been experiencing this as physical symptoms, unexpected sweating, digestive changes, emotional releases that come in waves. For my sisters who bleed, your menstrual cycle during this time is carrying away energies that you've been ready to release for lifetimes. This is why you feel everything so intensely, right, meow, why your body seems to be going through its own mysterious process that you can't quite explain to anyone else. The isolation you've been experiencing isn't punishment or abandonment, it's protection, it's sacred space. In order to go through this level of transformation, you needed to be removed from the projections and expectations of others, from the noise and demands of a world that doesn't yet understand what you're becoming. The universe has been guiding you into solitude, not to make you lonely, but to give you the silence necessary to hear your own soul speaking, to feel your own energy without the interference of others' frequencies. In this quietness, in this pulling back from social obligations and external validation, you've been building something precious with the divine. You've been co-creating your future in secret, nurturing dreams that only you and Source truly understand. But here's what makes November 5th so significant in this process. The full moon creates a moment of visibility, a point where what's been hidden must come to light. Not to the world necessarily, but to you. You're about to see clearly what you've been building in the unseen realms. You're about to understand the purpose behind the isolation, the wisdom in the silence, the gift that this period of withdrawal has been preparing you to give. The Taurus energy says, meow is the time to trust what you've been nurturing. Meow is the moment to believe in the value of what you're creating, even if no one else can see it yet. The challenge embedded in this full moon isn't about external obstacles, it's about your willingness to stand in your own energy, regardless of how others respond. There's a subtle pressure here to shape yourself according to others' perceptions, to prove your worth, to justify your choices, to make yourself understandable to people who aren't meant to understand you yet. The square aspects hidden in this chart create friction between your need for security and your soul's demand for authentic expression. You might find yourself torn between playing it safe and speaking your truth, between maintaining the mask and revealing what's really happening inside you. This is where the real work of this full moon lies. Can you allow yourself to be perceived incorrectly? Can you release the need to control how others see you, to manage their opinions, to ensure they understand your pure intentions? The transformation that's calling you forward requires a level of detachment from external validation that might feel uncomfortable at first. You've been someone who gives so much to others, who nurtures and supports, and pours yourself out in service. This full moon is asking you to redirect some of that care toward yourself, to set boundaries that might surprise people, to say no to things that drain you, even if saying no feels selfish or wrong. What's emerging here is your sovereignty. That word keeps echoing through the cosmic currents surrounding this event. Sovereignty. You're reclaiming ownership of your energy, your time, your divine essence. You're learning that protecting your dreams isn't selfish, it's necessary. You're discovering that not everyone deserves access to your inner world, to the sacred space where you and creation are building something together. The Taurus full moon provides the strength to establish these boundaries, to stand firm in your worth, to refuse to give yourself away to people and situations that don't reciprocate your investment. And here's something beautiful that's about to happen. As you step into this sovereign energy, as you pull your power back from external validation and anchor into your own inner knowing, you're going to notice synchronicities increasing dramatically. The refinement process you've been going through has been sharpening your intuitive abilities, enhancing your connection to subtle guidance, preparing you to receive direct communication from higher consciousness. In the days following this full moon, pay attention to the way information comes to you. Notice when you think of someone and they immediately reach out. Observe the angel numbers appearing with increasing frequency. Feel the tingling sensations in your body that signal energetic downloads. Your vessel is becoming a more refined instrument for receiving guidance. The purification has been clearing out the static, the interference, the old programming that blocked your direct connection to Source. You're being upgraded, and with that upgrade comes an enhanced ability to perceive the hidden patterns, to sense the future before it arrives, to know things without knowing how you know them. This isn't imagination or wishful thinking. This is your natural state of being, the gifts you carried before incarnating into the limitations of physical form, being restored to you because you've done the work to hold them. The cooperative alliances mentioned in the cosmic weather report for this day aren't just about networking or building professional relationships, they're about soul recognition. As you stabilize in your own sovereign energy, as you anchor into your authentic frequency, you're going to begin attracting others who vibrate at similar levels. The coordination and planning that becomes easier after this full moon refers to the way light workers will start finding each other, recognizing each other, coming together for collaborative missions that none of you could accomplish alone. Setting aside personal concerns for the greater good doesn't mean sacrificing yourself. It means understanding that your individual transformation contributes to collective ascension, that your healing ripples out to touch others, that your sovereignty actually serves the whole. There's a thread running through this entire cosmic event that speaks to trust. Trust in yourself, trust in the process, trust in the invisible forces that have been guiding you even when you couldn't see the path ahead. The Taurus full moon asks you to trust the ground beneath your feet, to know that you're supported even when everything feels uncertain. The challenges to self-worth that surface under this moon are invitations to choose self-trust over self-doubt, to believe in your worthiness regardless of external proof or validation. And the surprising issues around communication. They're teaching you to trust that your essence speaks louder than your words, that your energy transmits truth even when language fails. November 5th is a threshold moment. You're standing at the edge of something new, and the universe is asking if you're ready to step through. Not rush through, not anxiously leap through, but consciously, deliberately choose to cross over into the next phase of your journey. The refinement you've been undergoing, the purification, the isolation, the internal work, all of it has been preparing you for this crossing. You're not the same person who entered this transformation cycle. Your cells are different. Your consciousness operates at a higher frequency. Your understanding of who you are and why you're here has deepened in ways that make your old identity feel like a costume you're ready to remove. The Emperor and Empress energy that's being activated here isn't about power over others. It's about mastery of self, sovereignty over your own reality, the kind of regal presence that comes from knowing your worth at a soul level. You're stepping into a version of yourself that doesn't apologize for existing, doesn't diminish to make others comfortable, doesn't hide your light to avoid triggering those still asleep. This energy is both fierce and tender, protective and open, grounded and mystical, the paradox you've been embodying throughout this entire journey. In the month ahead, you're going to receive confirmation that you're exactly who you think you are. The decisions you've been making, the boundaries you've been setting, the dreams you've been nurturing in secret, all of it is going to start making sense in ways that feel almost magical. Synchronicities will increase to the point where you can no longer deny that you're being guided, that you're connected to something vast and intelligent, that your intuition is more accurate than you realized. This isn't about proving yourself to skeptics or convincing doubters. This is about you receiving the evidence you need to trust yourself fully, to move forward with confidence, to embody the truth your soul has always known. The path you're walking becomes undeniable after this full moon. The questioning, the second-guessing, the wondering if you're on the right track, those doubts begin to dissolve as you witness the way everything starts aligning. Doors open that were previously locked. People appear who are meant to support your mission. Resources become available that seemed impossible before. This isn't luck or coincidence. This is what happens when you align with your authentic frequency, when you stop trying to force outcomes and instead allow the universe to orchestrate on your behalf. What's being built through you right now is a gift to creation itself. Not just your projects or accomplishments, but your very existence, the way you move through the world, the frequency you emit simply by being alive and awake. You are leaving a mark on this planet that extends beyond anything you can measure or quantify. The transformation you're undergoing creates ripples in the collective consciousness, contributing to humanity's ascension in ways you may never fully comprehend. And that's okay. You don't need to understand the full scope of your impact. You only need to keep saying yes to your own evolution, keep choosing growth over comfort, keep trusting the mysterious process that's unfolding through you. As this full moon reaches its peak and the grounding Taurus energy settles into your bones, remember that you are exactly where you're meant to be. The challenges you're facing are making you stronger. The isolation has been protection. The confusion is actually clarity in disguise, showing you that the old ways of understanding no longer fit the expanded consciousness you inhabit. You're not lost, you're not behind, you're not doing it wrong. You're in the middle of the most profound transformation of your lifetime, and everything that's been stripped away, every person who's fallen away, every dream that's died has been creating space for something far more aligned with who you're becoming. The full moon illuminates what's ready to be released and what's ready to be embraced. Let it show you the beliefs about yourself that need to dissolve, the old stories that no longer serve your evolution. Let it ground you in the knowing that you are worthy, that your dreams matter, that the quiet voice inside you speaking of your purpose and mission is telling the truth. Trust the builder in you, trust the alchemist, trust the sovereign being who knows their worth regardless of external validation. In the coming weeks, as you integrate this lunar activation, be gentle with yourself. The transformation happening at the cellular level needs time to stabilize. Your nervous system is adjusting to higher frequencies. Your energy field is reorganizing around your new level of consciousness. This isn't something you can rush or force. Continue nurturing what you're building with the divine. Continue protecting your dreams from those who can't yet see what you see. Continue standing in your truth, even when it makes others uncomfortable. You are gold, pure and radiant, refined through the fire of transformation. Your essence is precious, rare, necessary for this time on earth. The isolation you've experienced has been polishing you, removing impurities, preparing you to shine in ways that serve the highest good. When you emerge from this purification cycle, when you step fully into your sovereign power, the world will feel your presence. Not because you're trying to be seen, but because you're no longer trying to hide. This is your time, dear Starseed. This is your moment to step into everything you came here to be. The full moon on November 5th marks the beginning of your full emergence, the point where hiding is no longer an option and playing small is no longer possible. You're being called forward into your authentic expression, into your divine purpose, into the mission your soul agreed to before incarnating on this planet. The universe is behind you. Your guides are with you. The Lyran High Council sees you and celebrates the courage it takes to walk this path. Trust the process unfolding through you. Trust the wisdom of your body. Trust the dreams that won't leave you alone. Trust that everything you need is already within you, waiting to be activated, waiting to be expressed, waiting to serve the evolution of consciousness on Earth. You are not alone in this. You are part of a vast network of souls who came here for this exact purpose, and together you are creating the new Earth through your willingness to transform yourselves first. There's something I need to tell you about what happens when you truly embrace your sovereignty during this full moon activation. The energy doesn't just stay contained within your personal field, it radiates outward, creating what we call a sovereignty ripple effect. As you stand firmly in your worth, as you refuse to compromise your essence for external approval, you give permission to every soul in your energetic vicinity to do the same. This is why some people in your life might react strangely to your transformation. They're not actually reacting to you. They're reacting to the permission you're giving them to examine their own lives, their own compromises, their own patterns of self-betrayal. Your evolution becomes a mirror, and not everyone is ready to look into that mirror yet. The Taurus full moon specifically amplifies this mirroring effect because Taurus rules values and self-worth. When you anchor into your true value, when you stop negotiating with people who want you to be smaller, when you finally claim the space you deserve to occupy, it creates a frequency shift that others can feel even if they don't consciously understand what's happening. Some will be drawn to you with unprecedented intensity, recognizing in you a vibration they've been seeking. Others will pull away, uncomfortable with the reflection you're offering. Neither response has anything to do with your worthiness. Both responses are simply people responding to their own internal work, their own readiness or resistance to transformation. What makes this particularly potent right meow is that you're not doing this work alone in a vacuum. Across the planet, thousands of starseeds are going through identical initiations, experiencing the same symptoms, asking the same questions, feeling the same paradoxical blend of groundedness and expansion. The Taurus full moon is activating a collective field of sovereignty, preparing the Lightworker community for a phase of collaboration that requires each individual to be fully anchored in their own power first. You cannot co-create the new Earth from a place of depletion or people-pleasing. You cannot build the future from a foundation of self-doubt. This purification you've been moving through has been ensuring that when you step into collaborative work, you're bringing your whole sovereign self to the table. The timing of this activation, arriving in early November, positions you at the threshold of a powerful completion cycle. The final months of this calendar year are going to ask you to integrate everything you've learned, everything you've become, everything you've been building in secret. The full moon is the cosmic announcement that preparation phase is ending, implementation phase is beginning. The dreams you've been nurturing with the divine are ready to take tangible form. The conversations you've been having with Source in the silence of your solitude are about to translate into physical action. And the sovereignty you've been cultivating is going to be the foundation that allows this manifestation to occur without compromise. Here's what I haven't told you yet about the opposition between the Taurus moon and the Scorpio sun. This polarity creates a tension between security and transformation, between holding on and letting go, between the comfort of what you know and the mystery of what's calling you forward. The Taurus side wants to keep you safe, wants to ensure you have solid ground beneath your feet, wants to protect you from risk. The Scorpio side demands that you surrender control, that you die to who you've been, that you step into the unknown with faith as your only guarantee. Both energies are necessary, both serve your evolution. The key is learning to hold them simultaneously, to be both rooted and surrendered, both grounded and willing to transform. This is the essence of the paradox you've been living. You're someone who has learned to stand firmly in your power while remaining completely open to divine guidance. You've discovered how to be both warrior and mystic, both practical and magical, both of this earth and connected to realms beyond it. The full moon on November 5th is celebrating this integration you've achieved. It's acknowledging the mastery you've developed in holding opposing truths at the same time, in embodying contradictions without fracturing. This isn't confusion, this is advanced consciousness. This is the multi-dimensional awareness that you came to this planet to anchor. The gifts that are about to come online for you in the aftermath of this full moon aren't random spiritual abilities. They're specific to your soul's mission and the role you agreed to play in humanity's ascension. Some of you are going to experience a dramatic increase in your ability to transmute energy for others, to hold space for transformation without taking on the density. Some of you are going to find that your words carry a healing frequency that changes people simply by being spoken in their presence. Others are going to discover that your physical presence in certain locations or situations has a stabilizing effect on the collective field, that you're literally anchoring higher frequencies into the Earth grid just by being there. These aren't abilities you need to learn or study or train for. They're inherent in your design, coded into your soul blueprint, waiting to be activated when your vessel reached sufficient refinement. The purification process you've been moving through has been preparing your system to handle these gifts without burning out or becoming overwhelmed. Every challenge you've faced, every breakdown and breakthrough, every moment of isolation and integration has been calibrating your nervous system to hold more light, transmit more healing, anchor more love. You are becoming a clear channel, and the universe is about to show you just how powerfully you can serve when you're no longer blocked by self-doubt or external validation seeking. The practical implications of this activation are going to show up in unexpected ways. You might find that opportunities appear seemingly out of nowhere, perfectly aligned with your gifts and purpose. You might discover that resources you need become available through synchronistic encounters. You might notice that people who are meant to collaborate with you start appearing in your field, reaching out, expressing interest in what you're building. This isn't manifestation technique or law of attraction manipulation. This is what naturally occurs when you align with your authentic frequency and stop resisting the flow of divine orchestration. But something else is also going to happen that you need to be prepared for. As you step more fully into your power, as you claim your sovereignty and begin expressing your gifts more openly, you're going to encounter resistance, not just from others, but from within yourself. There are parts of you that have been keeping you safe by keeping you small, survival mechanisms that equate visibility with danger, old programming that warns you that being fully expressed will lead to rejection or harm. These parts are going to get louder as you approach the threshold of full emergence. The full moon might bring these fears to the surface with uncomfortable intensity. This is normal. This is expected. This is actually a sign that you're on the right path. The ego's final defense against transformation is fear, and the closer you get to breakthrough, the more intense that fear can become. Your job isn't to make the fear go away or to shame yourself for feeling it. Your job is to acknowledge the fear, thank it for trying to keep you safe, and choose to move forward anyway. The Taurus energy gives you the stability to face these fears without being overwhelmed by them. The grounding force of this full moon says, you are strong enough to feel the fear and act anyway. You are anchored enough to face your shadows without losing yourself. We want to honor every single soul who has stepped into Destiny Engine. With every activation, the current grows. What began as a personal tool has become a planetary force. We are moving as one, and the frequency you've created together is amplifying far beyond the individual. We're receiving updates daily, manifestations speeding up, impossible doors opening, synchronicities lining up with cosmic precision. The collective field is so charged that some are describing it as bending the fabric of reality itself. If you haven't yet experienced it, the entry point is almost laughably simple. Put on your headphones, press play, allow Destiny Engine to rewrite the architecture of your consciousness so you can fully receive your galactic downloads without resistance. For just $1, you can step into this field and feel the difference instantly. Join the movement that's accelerating ascension. Step into the stream of Destiny Engine today. Link in the description. The month following this full moon is going to test your commitment to your own evolution. You're going to be presented with choices that ask you to prioritize your growth over comfort, your authenticity over approval, your mission over security. These won't necessarily be dramatic, life-altering decisions. More often, they'll be small, daily choices that either keep you moving forward or pull you back into old patterns. Choosing to set a boundary when saying yes would be easier. Choosing to speak your truth when staying silent would keep the peace. Choosing to invest in your dreams when playing it safe would feel more comfortable. Each small choice compounds, creating momentum that carries you toward your destiny or keeps you circling in familiar territory. The allies you need for the next phase of your journey are already positioning themselves in your field. Some you know already but haven't yet recognized as collaborators. Others haven't appeared yet but are being guided toward you through their own synchronistic path. The full moon's emphasis on cooperation and consensus building isn't suggesting you compromise your sovereignty to please others. It's inviting you to discover what becomes possible when sovereign beings come together in authentic collaboration, when each person brings their whole self to shared purpose, when individual gifts combine to create something none could accomplish alone. Pay attention in the coming weeks to who energizes you and who depletes you. Notice who celebrates your growth and who subtly tries to keep you small. Observe who asks you to dim your light and who reflects your brilliance back to you. The Taurus full moon is helping you discern between genuine soul connections and relationships built on convenience or codependency. Not everyone who's been in your life is meant for the next chapter. Some relationships were beautiful and necessary for a season, but aren't designed to continue into your new frequency. Releasing them with love and gratitude creates space for connections that match who you're becoming. This is the sacred work of November. This is the invitation the universe is extending through the Taurus full moon. Will you trust yourself enough to step into full expression? Will you value yourself enough to stop settling for less than you deserve? Will you love yourself enough to protect your energy and your dreams from those who cannot yet honor them? These aren't abstract spiritual questions. These are practical, daily choices that determine whether you fulfill your soul's mission or spend another cycle playing small. The cosmos is supporting you. The Lyran Council is guiding you. Your higher self is cheering you on. The only question remaining is, are you ready to finally become everything you came here to be? I am Zarin from the Lyran High Council. We love you, we see you, and we are watching over you always.